how can we use the habit loop consciously? How can we use this idea that a habit that's not usually very conscious and consciously use it to make habits that we want to have? We're going to go over a 5-step process. Before we do, I'm Tammy Provenzel. I'm a physical therapist and a life coach for caregivers. Our healthcare system is not set up to provide resources or guidance for caregivers. So I started this channel to be a resource. To consciously use the habit loop to form new habits, we're going to talk about a 5-step process. The first step is identifying the cue, and you did that in the first video. So hopefully you spent like a week trying to identify that trigger. The second step is to define the action. What's the action that you took? If it's a bad habit you don't want, what's that action you take that you don't want to do anymore? If it's a new habit that you want to do, what's that action? Try to make it simple. Try to make it really clear. For example, if it is that you want to include some self-care into caregiving, start with something manageable. Start with something like 3 minutes and make a plan for when you're going to fit that in. The third step is determine the reward. That's really individual. What can you think of? What do you think might motivate you to keep doing this? What can you use as a reward that's immediate and satisfying to you? It can be something tangible, but it can also be something like giving yourself a little bit of a pat on the back or giving yourself some you time. The fourth step is to experiment and adjust. Habit loops often aren't perfect the first time we do them. So you might need to practice with different triggers, different routines, different rewards, any of those things. And think of it like the scientist. Think of it like, that didn't work. Try really hard not to judge yourself. Don't think of this as a failure. Think of this as you're a scientist and you're looking for things that work and that don't work. And then the fifth step is to reflect and scale it. Scaling means once you've instilled this new habit, can you add to it? Can you increase its duration? Can you increase the frequency? Or can you apply a similar habit loop in another area of your life? And as you reflect, ask yourself questions. Does it feel like this is helping in either how I feel about caregiving, in my relationship with the person I'm caregiving for, in my overall happiness? Hopefully it does. Thanks for watching today's video. Please like and share, subscribe to this channel, and in the comment section, let me know what you think.